Legal phrases used in court by judges.
Court is in recess.
No response required, it directs everyone in the courtroom.
Meaning, this phrase indicates a temporary break in the trial proceedings. Rule: the judge decides when to take breaks to ensure the orderly conduct of the trial and the well-being of all participants.
Order in the court.
The courtroom attendees, by becoming quiet.
Meaning, this phrase is used by the judge to command silence and restore order in the courtroom. The judge may also strike the gavel to emphasize the command and help restore silence and order. Rule: the judge has the authority to maintain decorum and order in the courtroom, ensuring that proceedings are conducted in a respectful and orderly manner. Disruptions can be addressed by calling for order and, if necessary, taking further actions to manage unruly behavior.
Objection sustained.
No response required, it directs the attorneys and the court.
Meaning, this phrase means the judge agrees with an attorney's objection and the contested evidence or statement cannot be admitted. Rule: based on the rules of evidence and procedure, if the objection is valid, the judge excludes the challenged material from being considered.
Objection overruled.
No response required, it directs the attorneys and the court.
Meaning, this phrase means the judge disagrees with an attorney's objection, allowing the evidence or statement to be admitted. Rule: the judge determines that the contested material does not violate any rules of evidence or procedure and can be considered by the jury or court.
Motion denied.
No response required, it informs the attorney who made the motion.
Meaning, this phrase indicates that the judge has decided against a request or motion made by an attorney. Rule: based on legal standards, the judge determines that the motion lacks sufficient merit or basis to be granted.
Motion granted.
No response required, it informs the attorney who made the motion.
Meaning, this phrase indicates that the judge has decided in favor of a request or motion made by an attorney. Rule: the judge finds the motion has sufficient legal basis or merit and approves the requested action.
Approach the bench.
The attorneys.
Meaning, this phrase is an instruction for the attorneys to come to the judge's bench to discuss matters privately, out of the jury's hearing. Rule: used to handle sensitive or procedural issues without influencing the jury.
You may proceed.
The attorney or witness.
Meaning, this phrase permits the attorney or witness to continue with their examination or testimony. Rule: ensures orderly and controlled progress of the trial, maintaining decorum and procedural fairness.
I instruct the jury to disregard.
The jury.
Meaning, this phrase instructs the jury to ignore a particular statement or piece of evidence presented during the trial. Rule: ensures that inadmissible or prejudicial information does not influence the jury's decision.
Case dismissed.
No response required, it informs the court.
Meaning, this phrase indicates that the judge has decided to terminate the case without further hearing or trial. Rule: based on legal grounds such as lack of evidence, procedural errors, or withdrawal of charges, the judge can dismiss the case.
Will the defendant please rise?
The defendant.
Meaning, this phrase is used when the judge is about to deliver the verdict or sentence. Rule: it is a formal procedural requirement to address the defendant directly and respectfully during crucial moments of the trial.
In the interest of justice.
No response required, it directs the court.
Meaning, this phrase is used when the judge makes a ruling based on fairness and ethical considerations rather than strict adherence to the law. Rule: the judge exercises judicial discretion to ensure that the outcome of the case aligns with principles of justice and equity.